So as I was explaining before, so we wait for a pullback like somewhere here, then we'll take a full sell because the trend is broken here. You keep, if as this breaks here, you enter your sell after a pullback. Let's check weekly time frame and see what happens there. Now you can see that weekly time frame is equally the same thing, almost the same thing with the card JPY. So all these trades are all sell trades. All right, they are all sell trades because they are all broken out. So meanwhile, on 1 hour time frame, the trend is already broken. So it has already started a down push, a down move. So, but we have to wait for this market to pull up to this point again. Then we'll now take a sell. That's how it goes, okay? Are you guys with me?
Yes.
So let me find let me get to GBP JPY. Let's analyze and see what happens there. You know, most of this market has been going up for a long time. Many of them. Okay, these are still JPY family. Let me get Euro USD. So still JPY family. So this is GBP cards. Let me go to 4 hours time frame. Okay, this is GBP card. This is the level of the GBP card. All right. From here, we from here this is a ranging market. You guys should be able to know by now. These are ranging markets. So you don't have anything to do here. All right. But let me draw an all-time high. Let me draw my trends. This is my first. All right. This is my first trend. And then this is my second trend. This point. All right. So if I had taken the trade here, because this was a breakout here and a retest. Let's say I took a sell here because I took a buy here. This is a first high low. This is a second high low. If I taken a buy here and the market moved to this point, I would have trailed stop and scalp out small thing from here before this breakout of structure. It broke out, retested, and came down here. So currently, we don't have anything to do here, except those that trades ranging market. They can buy here, take their profit here. Those that trades ranging can buy here and take their profit here. All right. But for me, I trade Osha. If I see opportunity, I just take it. It might not just be only the trend system. So if we check weekly of this, if we check daily of this market and see the structure, you can see that that range is still played out here. That ranging market. For this market to be ranging here, that means it's getting weaker. Now, let's take note of something. If you see the ranging here, Let me highlight it there. For those of you that are joining you, I think I posted a topic of this class in the group. This is a range, a small range. It was being broken by this. It dropped down to the next range. Now, this market has ranged for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. That is full 1 month that the market has ranged. That means there is a reversal sign for this market to reach for like 1 month and it did not break below, neither above. That means there is a high probability that this market will buy. You understand? Like as I told you guys that you can buy here and take your profit on this point because it is ranging. Okay? So, but for trend trading system, we don't have any entry here. For trend trading, sir? When I finish now, I get class now, I'll call you. So, from what is on ground now, we don't have any trade on this. But for those who trade ranging market, this is a trend. This is a breakout. This is a retest. This was a second trend that started forming, but still break below because of those of you, because of the ranging. That's why it came down. So, and it is resting, mind you, it is resting on a support zone, which is where buyers can pick it up. It is resting on a support zone. All right. So if you buy here, your stop loss should be 600, a little bit below this low. Then your take profits can be here. All right. Your take profit can be here. So if this market comes up, from here to this point and break this structure, that means our continuation trend is now verified. All right. And then by that time now, you are now going to have here now will now be your, let me delete this. Here now will now be your first high low. The next one that will form somewhere here can now be your second high low. Now, when you are now drawing your trend, you will now draw your trend like this, cutting across this. Okay? You understand? I know now the node head, yes. So now I told us that the direction I'm looking at now, because this is a ranging market, I'm going to buy this market and then take my profit here. And then if the market breaks this point, this resistance zone, just like what CAD JPY, no, not CAD JPY, which market? Just like what this man did here. Just like what this man did here, this breakout here, just like what this one did, he kept going up. Which one are we? If this equally does that same thing, I'm going to keep buying. Okay? I'm going to keep buying. So, I don't know if you guys are understanding the trend system. If you take this trending strategy, I'm telling you, you will not be losing. Your profitability will be high because you are not used. This one is without an indicator. You are not using an indicator with this. If you know this strategy, if you learn it well, how to trade the trend, you are not using an indicator, but your risk management must be tight. Just like I said, at this point, if you buy here, your stop loss must be below this support here. Your take profit can be here. But somebody like me, if I buy here I'm going to set a stop loss far below this point because market makers may tend to come and pick stop losses because they know that people will buy at this point. So market makers may come to pick stop losses. So me, I will adjust my own below them. Now, if I'm not going to set it as my take profit, this zone at 64925, I'm not going to use it as my take profit. I'm going to let my trade run. If this market picks here and is giving me profit getting to this point, that's my stop loss now. I can now adjust it to this bottom. Allowing this market, should in case it wants to come down, it can still respect this trend here and then keep going up. If peradventure by luck it breaks out here, the market will keep firing up. Then by that time, I'm now adjusting my stop loss to my first take profits. If it has gotten to what this guy did here, I will now adjust my stop loss somewhere here. So that is that. Let me get like this GBP AUD, this GBP card. I'm looking at buying it. I'm going to buy it tomorrow. Then let me find another trade that we can analyze and then with the trend. Please, if you have questions, you can start typing it in the comment section or question section. If you have questions, you can start typing it there so that I will attend to it and then end the class. So for those of us that joined late, we were talking about how to trade the trend. If you guys probably enjoyed the class, we can have another one later because the first section of 40 minutes has gone. So probably some persons are already off. So these ones are the people that came back. So in Euro GBP, it is just zigzag and one kind, you know, two-gate shape. You can see all this nonsense here. You can see it. You can see it. Just partial ranging. Partial ranging. It's not really, those that did price action can really tell what type of market is this. So, but we must not know everything. You can see it's just ranging within here. So in this one now, we're not going to do anything. Forget about this. It can still go up, no doubt, but person like me, I better stay off from this market because it's trickish. So let me find another Euro NZD. Many of you will be asking about why, what does all those indicators in my chart simply means. My dear, is not for you. The country is not for you. So that one is for my own. You want to learn advance, you can. But with this strategy, you can trade perfectly. You can trade well. All right. That's why I purposely programmed this class so that you guys can at least learn something. You can see a breakout too. Did I analyze this trade? This pair look like the one I have analyzed before. Okay, see trend here. All right. Yeah. Then see another one here too. But you can get another one here. Yeah. Now, those of you that knows how to trade breakout and retest, you can see that after this breakout, he came up to this point and then came down to retest that same line. You understand? Which was at the same point with this and with this. Then the market started going up. Now, there was a breakout here too, and it came down and retested, and now it's going up. So it's not magic. Most times you just have to calm down. You just have to calm down and learn something. With this, you will not be running after signals. I'm telling you.
Maybe you've eaten rice.
Eh?
What else do
Chinyelu.
I'm
Okay, so let's continue. So with this, we have an uptrend established already. This is a breakout here. This is a retest here. This is a move. The reason why most times we lose is because we are not patient enough to wait. Even if you just have to wait for 2 days or 3 days and you are able to pick a good trade, you can run that trade for months. You can run that trade for weeks. If you are not afraid, because fear is equally a killer where they kill many of us. Fear. Like as this trade, I didn't mean I saw this trade before because I must not trade everything. I didn't mean I saw this trade before. I saw this breakout here and a retest here. You can see this is the trend line. The market broke out and then came down to that line to retest it, which was lower than this, but was not lower than this point. This is a point of support, which equally was respected here. And the market picked up again, came up here, came down. Now, by forming this, we have an uptrend established. I told us that how to draw a trend line is that you pick either 2 low lows or 2 high lows. Now, sorry, either 2 low, either two high lows, either 2 low highs or 2 high lows. Now we have 1, 2. I can pick my trend and draw it here. My trend is established. This is 1, this is 2. Every other one will now be respected here. So if I wait for this market to pull back, of course, the momentum here is high. For it to pull back here, it will take time. But I will wait because you cannot buy here. It's already at the higher. You can't buy here. All right. So if this market pulls back to this point, within this zone here, let me just, I don't know, let me draw something here. Within this zone here, that is to come and retest this breakout here. You can see that this zone is a resistance zone previously that can now act as a support. So if it comes back here with the support of this trend and with the zone here, I will accumulate buy trades here and set my stop loss below here, below this low here. You understand? So I will now trail it up. As it is moving up, I'm trailing it up. If it comes to the next high low here, if it comes to this point, after it tests here, it will pursue either this or somewhere, it will pursue this. Now, when it comes to this point, meanwhile, I'm on a massive profit. I will still leave my trade here. This my stop loss will not come to my entry because this market will have to go here like this. Let me change the color to green. It might come here and then drop again to this point. Meanwhile, my trade is here. Or I can choose to exit here. Once I confirm this coming here, I will set it as my take profit. As it is coming, I can decide to sell, take my profit here, then enter another buy. And then, peradventure, it trails up again. That means I am lucky. So until you exit the trend, until when this trend is broken, this is your trend line, until it is broken, that is when you exit your buy trade. That is how to trade for long and then catch big pips. When the market is moving, you draw your trend line. Until this trend line is broken, let me check if I can do something. Okay. Until this trend is broken, that is when I exit my trade. All right. So I don't know if you guys understood anything this night. You
try, boss.
Let me analyze.
You try where?
I don't try anything now.
No.
So
you try.
This is,
some of the problems that we have.
Okay.
It's pressure.
Is
Pressure.
yeah. From where?
You know,
Okay.
when we are desperate, you know, pressure, there are external pressures and there are internal pressures. You understand me? These are skills, things that we ought to develop when we are relaxed. You understand me? So, but when we are under pressure to want to take care, and maybe you do not have some other thing to fall back to, and this is only what you need to focus on, or you want to get through, a whole lot of things will want to happen. You want to catch this whole thing, sometimes immediately.
Yeah, you're correct. But I want us.
So is pressure one. There is yeah. I'm listening, boy.
So thank you for that contribution. It's correct. Okay. So these are trends. All right. And then, like what I kept telling us, many of the markets are presenting a buy opportunities. So this was the first trend that was broken. It came to this point and retested. And then we're now waiting for a market to form a a high low, so that we establish another trend. It couldn't form it. It kept breaking below, it kept falling. And then we drew another second line that came to this point, and it was broken here. And since that breakout now, it has given us an uptrend channel, which is this one and this one here, which means we'll have an uptrend channel here. All right. So if, as we've seen this channel here, if we are taking a buy trade here, we are going to have a stop loss here. This low here. This low here. Sorry, this high low here. And then our take profit can be from here until this trend is broken. That's how I do mine. Until my trend is broken, or I set a 15 pips trailing stop. That's how I trade most times. The ones I sent in the group are maybe 20 pips, 30 pips, 15 pips, or thereabout. That doesn't mean me I've exited the trade or I'm still in the trade. That one is now my own personal business. You understand? So from here, we have an uptrend established. Until this line is broken, that is when this uptrend terminates. Because if you want to talk of market direction, you can't get the direction. Just see, if any broker tells you anything outside that you can get market direction, my dear, you can still enter that direction and your market will lose finish, and you are still in that same direction. Okay. So, but when you are trading breakout, when you are trading when a structure is broken, like this trend trading strategy, when your structure of a buy trade is broken, you exit and wait for another entry, look for other markets to enter, because there were people that bought markets. There were people that bought market at this zone here. So let me draw something. There were people that bought this market here at this zone when the market was here. They were thinking the market is going to reverse, but it kept going down. And there were people that started selling from somewhere here, because somewhere here, and all these points, because it is going down. But look at the breakout. This is the trend on a daily that broke out and it is going up. So I believe you guys are understanding how the thing goes. But once a structure is broken, you exit your trade. Forget about this structure now that is as though it is high. It's not high. Just sell your market here, you see that it will keep buying. But when you zoom in, when you zoom out, you will understand that it is just an uptrend that is beginning. Okay, this is the uptrend here. So this is 1, this is 2. There should be 3 here. There should be another one here that will pull back and then keep going. So is there any question? We end the class here.
But it's the buy market now.
Yeah, this is a buy market. I analyzed 2 trades here for a buy. I said GBP card they buy, take your profit here, your stop loss will be below. And I said we should wait for GBP JPY to come up here and to come up somewhere here to retest this breakout here. This breakout here. This zone here to retest this point. If it is not higher than this, we take accumulate much trades. If it comes here and retests and closes and forms a bearish candle and it is not higher than here, you can open even if it's 100 trades here. You open it, set your stop loss here because I know it will definitely fall because weekly is all-time high. You can see the candle formed on weekly. Look at it here, forming a pin bar at a resistance zone. That means we are expecting a fall. Okay.
You know, like last week, I entered a trade for USD JPY.
Can you type what you're saying? I can't hear you. Can you type it?
I said I entered a trade on USD JPY. I was expecting that the market will come down, but I entered before you know, because the market was uptrend since, so I was expecting the market to come down. But when I entered, I just discovered that thing just finished my money.
Okay. Let's go to that GBP JPY. Okay, this is GBP JPY. All right. You say you entered it last week. Yes. I think I sent a signal on GBP JPY. Was it a buy trade or a sell trade? I can't really remember, but I know that that market gave us a take profit.
Yes, it was a sell trade. In fact, I have a question for you on that trade.
Okay, I'm coming. Let me address the person that asked question. Now, the person that asked question that he bought. If you analyze your market, you cannot be buying at this point. Look at the point. I know that last week should be within here.
So I said.
And he gave you loss.
Yes.
I don't. But we can see it now. This is last week.
But just that, say like there's one trade that you said you sell.
Which was GBP JPY.
It did not reach that point that he gave us to begin to pull back.
I had to take profit on that GBP JPY, TP1 and TP2. TP1 hit, but TP2 did not hit. But I believe by now TP2 was on hit.
Okay, maybe
boss, what happened? What happened to that trade was that I went to look at that trade or something which was like on the 1 hour chart, and after that bearish entry, the market went up for some hours. Now, overnight, the thing started to drop down, respecting the signal you sent earlier. So probably those who entered the trade immediately and maybe never had sufficient balance to withstand that upward move and the reversal. That was a problem. I think that is a problem. If you enter the trade, yes, if you enter the trade and maybe you do not have sufficient balance to hold on to that upward move and that reversal to take you. So I think that was what happened really.
It's true, it's true.
I
You're right.
guess your network is disturbing. Please, can you type your explanation on the chat? Sorry. So that because we are out of time, so that we address some other things. Now, when you are trading, okay, when you are taking a trade, nobody owns the market. All right. You have to at least have some kind of equity, and you have to have some kind of target, a stop loss target. Like what I told us, that when you take any trade, your stop loss should be either the high low or the high high. So whatever the market does, if it hits your stop loss, you know that you lost that trade. It's not when you are entering a trade with $10 account and you are using 0.03 on a $10 account. It can't withstand any drawdown. Even if you open with 0.01, at least, and it is one position, it will definitely hold that any drawdown, at least, to, because before your $10 will go, that is about 100 pips, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. So
1,000 pips, 1,000 pips. That
yes,
is $10 account. 1,000 pips.
So before that kind of account can blow with 0.01, it will take time from this particular signal. You know why I don't put stop loss? Because my own stop loss is manual. Because I watch my trade, I can decide to stop my trade. And my maximum drawdown can be 60 pips of any trade I'm taking. So some of you might not be able to withstand such stop loss. So that's why I don't put stop loss for you guys to, according to your own risk management factor, you will determine your stop loss. You understand?
Thank you, sir.
So back to, okay. I hope those of us that joined late, you are late, oh. No, because now this is the second class. After the first 40 minutes, this is the second 40 minutes. That means 1 hour, 1 hour, is it 1 hour 30 minutes? So it's not my fault.
1 hour 30 minutes.
So it's not my fault. So at least if you don't understand anything, you can ask me. I will send the video because I recorded it too. I'll send the video on my YouTube channel. You guys can rewatch it there. Probably get more understanding.
Can you just drop the link again?
I cannot hear you.
Just help me drop the link again. The link for the YouTube
I
channel.
will drop the link in the group. For those of you that are here that have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, I don't go kill anybody. I don't go beg anybody. I go just tell you guys that there is God. Finish. People should have a nice day. Any question?
We'll do praise and worship before closing.
Eh?
We'll do praise and worship before closing.
Sir, the question I wanted to bring up was that bearish entry on that GBP JPY.
Okay.
On that GBP JPY, and I try to look at other trade formations, other pairs, and see whether such things will reflect them, you know, so that maybe we follow this particular.
If you check this structure, this GBP JPY now, this is GBP JPY. Check the structure of that JPY. You see that it is almost the same thing. Okay. You check CHF JPY. Is equally showing the same move. Just take a note. This is
all JPY pairs.
Yeah. You can see JPY, CHF JPY,
Euro JPY,
CHF JPY.
Yeah.
So those of you guys should, I will not be teaching you that one later. Maybe when I go learn a currency correlation, so that when you are buying JPY, you should not be selling GBP JPY because they move in the same direction.
Sorry, repeat again. You say what?
I said, go and learn currency correlation. Currency correlation. There are currencies that moves in the same direction. There are some that moves in the opposite direction. So that when you are buying, like you are buying Euro USD, you will not go and be selling GBP JPY because two of them most times move same way.
Yeah, it's true, sir.
So if there is further questions, you guys can address it. On my DIM. I will attend to it. How to know when a trend is broken, and then and many other things. So I'll go ahead and share my screen now with you guys. How somebody can spot in a good trade and then move ahead with it. And then I will teach you guys how to know when to exit your trade. I want to talk about the trend trading strategy. The trend trading strategy. Please, in case if anybody has anything to say, the chat area is open. You can type in anything you want to type. I will read it and then get back to you guys. So, you know, most times people are always afraid of trading. Sometimes when your market just moves small pips, you don't collect and run. Come on, say may no reverse. That's not really trade. That's not really a good way of trading, because you discover that the moment you exit the market, that's the moment the market will start going in its direction, a prescribed and arranged direction. That is when you see the market start going there. So, and then how to get a good opportunity in the market, like a lot of opportunities in the market, a lot of opportunities. You can see Eurocard now, but by the time we finish, at least I believe most of you guys would have at least will understand a little how to hold your trade and control yourself so that you don't keep exiting profitable trades. All right. So we have what we call, okay. Please, if you guys can hear me, just type in a chat. If you guys can hear me, just type in something on the chat place, so that I will know that you guys are following. Then I can be able to know when the network is off. So now this is how to, we have, like, I know most of you knows how to identify a trend in the market. Like, for instance, with this market here, we can say that this is below. These are downtrends till down, and then coming, and then this is a partial uptrend here. This becomes another downtrend in this method. These are downtrends. Okay, let's get this smaller one here. So you can see that most times you see that the market presents a lot of trends on a lower time frame. You can see trends here. These are our trends. this zone is a ranging market here, but the range was being broken from this point. Yeah, it broke out here and gave a continuation. So currently now, this is how to, I want to teach us break out of a trend. You know, if you look at this market, you discover that if you zoom in or zoom out, you might be confused on where to follow. Where is the market exactly going? Like as this chart is now, you can't even tell where this market is going. But there is a techniques you can use to be trading this market. That is what I'll be showing you guys this evening. So, like I said before, we have what we call the uptrend, and we have what we call the downtrend. This is a downtrend market. This is a downtrend market here. These are downtrend markets. And then this is a beginning of an uptrend. All right. Now, let's say you can ask, okay, we just came into this market now. This is Euro AUD. Okay. This is Euro AUD. And I remember I zoomed in very well so that we can be able to see past market structures. You can see ranging markets here. The market broke down, fall to this point, came down, came back to this point, and came down again, came to this point, and then came down again. And it was trying to obey. You can see, okay. I don't know if you guys, I can't still, should I say I can't still believe if there's anybody that does not know how to draw a trend line. But peradventure, there is such. This is how to draw a trend. Like in this market now, before you draw a trend, you have to get a two. If it is an uptrend, you have to get a two high low. A two high lows to make your trend. Now, for instance, from this lowest point, we have one here, we have two here, we have another one here. So it's either you use this one, two, and draw your trend here, this one, and this low to draw your trend, or you use this and this. But somebody like me, I'm going to use these 2 points, 1 and 2, as my trend. Now, once I have this 1, 2, my trend is established. I can now wait for okay, something I'm looking for. I should have used the I will now wait for this market to come down. Okay, sorry. This is a point of, this is a resistance zone. I can now wait for this market to pull back to somewhere here, this zone. I can now wait for this market to pull back to this zone. Then I enter my buy trade again, all right? I'll enter my buy trade again at this point. I don't know if you guys can see that very line there. I will enter a buy trade here again in this zone because I've established a trend. This is 1, this is 2. Now, how were we able to identify this trend? How were we able to know that this market is going up? When you zoom in, when you zoom out clearly, when you zoom out, you'll be able to understand, you can see bigger picture of the trend. You can see bigger pictures. Now, let me draw my trend and show you why this has become a buy trade. Okay. This is a low high here. This is a low high here. This is another one here. This is a break of structure. All right. This is a break of structure at this zone. The structure was being broken. You can see a breakout here. This is a structure. This is a structure. This is a structure. These are resistance zones, a trend resistance zones. So this market was being broken at this very zone. Let me zoom in. You can see this is the high. This is another high. This market was being broken here at this spot. He broke it at this spot. He came down to it and retested it. That is why those of you guys that mostly doesn't zoom out to see the clearer picture of the market, you might be making mistakes in your trading sometimes. Most times you have to zoom out to see the market structure. Like if I open this chart like this, some of you might not know the breakout of this point, where this market broke out. Like for instance, this is a trend here. But from here, you can see that the market broke below. Had it been you zoomed in, you would have understood that this was still a trend that was following, that was being respected at these points, and at this point. So you can see that from here, this point, it broke out here and came back and retested it and went up small. It was ranging here now, and then it came back to that same support. I know you guys must have been used to support now. You can see that these points are areas of support, areas of support, areas of support, areas of support zones. So let me clean it up. After breaking out here, it came back to that same zone and retested it and was now ranging. And then it now broke out here. Now broke out at this point. Is that person that is playing that radio? Off your radio, whether radio or waiting. Just hold on, let me mute some guys. Okay, so you can see that this is a break of structure. This is a resistance, partial resistance zone that got broken. So this market now has broken the trend, the long-term trend. This is a long-term downtrend. If we cross-check the date, you see that it's been a trend. It's been long. This is since February. This trend has been respected since February. Yeah, 14th of February till this was where he broke it out till till April 13th. That was where this trend was being broken. So as this trend break, we are going to watch this market. We are going to expect this market to push, We are going to expect this market to push up like this. To push up. That means Euro AUD is a buy trade. I don't know if you guys are getting. So let me delete these things. So now that the market has gotten, this trend is already broken. So we now have an uptrend. Remember, this is 4-hour time frame. We now have an uptrend. So what will happen probably happens. Sorry, let me accept somebody that just joined. Okay. The guy is out. So what will basically happen will be the market, this is like as I told us before, This is now a new trend. Okay. So we will wait for this market to pull back to this trend zone. Around this zone, we can accumulate trades. Okay. Some persons are still joining you. So let them join so that I move them. Sorry for the hold, but I hope you guys are understanding at least the little explanation. This market, because what I wanted us to understand this evening is how to identify a breakout and a retest and then a continuation. So the market broke out here. The market broke out at this zone here, and then it came down to retest it and was ranging around here before it continued. But meanwhile, we've already gotten this is high low, these are high lows, these are high lows. That means we have 1, 2, 3 high lows, which means our uptrend is established. You understand? So we wait for a retracement here before we continue our up movement to the upside. Okay, that's how the market will be doing high and high low, high and high low. Now, if I should go to 1 week time frame, those of you guys that are in on the mentorship group, you will understand. If you check here, if you check the strategy we learned, if you cross check it, you will understand that this is a bullish engulfing bar on a support zone. I know those of you that are old with me will understand this. This is a bullish engulfing bar on a support zone. That means this is a buy trade. Okay, this is a buy trade, and then this is the next point that should be targeted. This point should be your TP1, which is a resistance zone. You understand? So this one now for those that are involved knows what I'm saying. So on a weekly time frame, this is you don't stop that dog. You see, huh? You see all these new people who will join, and then come there. Person dog to do that. I beg you, if now your dog, just help us. I beg, Uncle Godzilla.
Balulua.
I'm not saying you
Yeah,
get
bring my
dog.
way. Bring it.
Okay. So
no, I don't mutamo.
no problem. But so this is a low point on a high time frame, 1 week time frame. This is a low. So and we have a good bullish engulfing bar that gives us a buy trade. Now let me go back to what I was talking about, a trend, how to trade the trend. Now this trend is already broken. For those of us that are joining new, we are talking about how to identify a trend, a breakout and retest, and then take the trade and then get something out of the market. This was a break of structure. The trend was broken here and it came back and retested it here and it continued up. So we have an uptrend now. Okay, we have an uptrend now. So you can either wait for a small pullback. It might not pull back to this point because the candle is bullish. It's very bullish. You can see a small retest here. This small candle here, this small red candle is a retest, partial retest on this zone. So the market might keep pulling up, but know that we are in a buy trade now. So if you should buy here, of course you cannot buy here because it's on a resistance zone. Just wait for a candle to pull back. You can enter here or you can enter at the line. So that is how to get or spot a breakout of a trend. Let me go to CAD JPY. Now, this is CAD JPY. I'm on a 4 hours time frame. Now, when those of us that are listening well, I taught us how to identify, how to get a trend, how to draw a trend line. This is our first low. This is our first low high low rather. This is high low. These are high lows. These are high lows. These are high lows. These are high lows to this point. Now, let's draw our trend and see if this trend is broken or not. Let's get our trend. Let's get this point first. Okay, let's get this one first. Okay. Okay, you can see this. You can see this. You can see this. Now, this is another trend here. And you know, I told you that you guys have to zoom in, sorry, zoom out, so that you can be able to see the market structure. You can see that it is in an uptrend move. So now that the market started from here till this point, let's see how do we know the direction, where to go to? How do we know where to move? Now, this is our uptrend. Okay, and this market was being broken here, all right? It broke here and came back and retested here. I wanted to come down, then kept going up. Now, when you take this kind of trade, this is a high low, this is a low high, this is a second low high. So this trend started forming here. But if we had gone on weekly, we would have seen that probably here would have been a good bullish candles. So which couldn't give us a sell trade. So at this point, let me remove this. This is a breakout and it came back to retest it here. If you had sold here, it would have given you a stop loss. It would have hit your stop loss, which is not a problem. There is no problem in losing a trade, all right? That's why there is need for a stop loss. That's why there is need for you to have a stop loss, okay? Now that the market broke here, the structure, broke this trend line here, and it retested it and kept going up, we exited the trade. Now, if for us to draw another trend, we can pick up another trend from here, because this is a different trend altogether. Now, let me pick one here. All right. This is another one I picked up from here. This is a trend. If I should take it up, down, down, you see that it was respected by, you can see these lines, you can see it here, you can see it's respected here, and you can see this one. So from here, our trend is broken here, okay? Our trend is broken here. So that means we have a sell signal here because it is broken. Now, if we are taking this sell here, all right, our stop loss should always be above. And our risk to reward ratio should always be either ×2 or ×1. Either by two pursuits or by 1. Now, if I'm to take this trend, these are going to be my areas of take profits. These are going to be areas of my take profit. That means I'll have, okay, I just have 10 minutes for this class and I will likely restart the class again so that you guys can still join, so that we'll continue, because I'm not yet done. Once I'm done, I will let us know. So these are, if I'm to take this trade, this will be areas of my take profit. Person like me will leave this trade and take profit here. That means I'm going to trail stop as it is trading, as it is selling. I'm going to follow it down. As it is going down, I'm adjusting my stop loss until the market reverses and hit my stop loss. Most times I use a trailing stop of 15 pips, 15 pips gap. Let's say the market is at this zone. I will leave a 15 pips gap from here to that my stop loss, so that if peradventure it comes back, it hits it and go off. Now, this trend is broken here, okay? Let me pick up an object. This trend is broken here. All right, it's broken at this zone. So now what happens next? What do we do next? Now that we've seen that the trend is broken, now can we go to higher time frame and really see the structure of the market on a higher time frame and really know where are we going? Let me go to daily. You can see that the market is all-time high. Now, when you are counting your trend, this is high. This is another high. So, and from the trend we have here, this candle is very bullish. Sorry, it's very bearish on a daily time frame. On a daily, it's bearish. Now, let's check weekly. You can see that weekly closed with a weak rejection. Let me remove this things. Okay, let me delete them. I'll come back to it. You can see that it closed with a weak. This is a rejection. Now, this is a rejection from this zone, from this very particular zone here. All right. Right, these are rejections from this zone. You can see this is all-time high, this is all-time high. So this is at the same zone of rejection. Okay, so we are expecting a pullback either to this zone, or to these zones here. So either a pullback to these points, the first one, then the second one after, or it comes down here. But what happens is, we can see that on the higher time frame, the market is all-time high. So we should be expecting a drop in. You know, those of you that knows trend, you know, when a trend forms a high, there should be a low. So this is a high point. So there should be a low, either at this zone or at this zone. And mind you, if you are able to pick market from here down to this point, you are having 493 pips. So 493 pips, and you use like 0.10 to trade it. You've made money. At least you've made some money. So now on a weekly time frame, we see that the market is all-time high. Then we'll come back to our 4 hours time frame, and then know that the trend that was broken is valid. All right. So now let me draw that trend again. I'm picking this. I'll go all-time high. I can just go straight to this point. The market is broken here. If you're taking a sell here, wait for, let me check if there are guys in the waiting room. Okay. If you're taking a trade here, your stop loss should be here. All right. If you're taking a sell here, your stop loss should be here. Of course, I don't expect you to take a sell here. Let the market pull back small. You know, there is a breakout, and there must be a good retest. Either somewhere at this level. You know, the market just broke. it has not given you a double, it has not shown you that the downtrend is starting. All right. And I told us how to draw a trend. You have to be patient. That is one thing with trading. You have to be patient. This is the first high low now, because this trend is broken. This is the first high low now. If another second, if the market closes above here and it is not above this and it starts returning, that should be your second high low. Then you can now pick your trend and draw it connecting to that point that is stopped and started reversing. That is where you now have a double confirmation of a downtrend. You can now take your sell and put your stop loss here, because of course your stop loss here, your risk to reward ratio is okay. Let's take, for instance, you entered at 102.171 and your stop loss is 103.097 and your take profit is a full down to this point. Down to this point, you are pursuing a lot of pips with a minimum risk. You understand? When you open a trade and it is going against you, just make sure you set your stop loss above the high, above either the high or the low high of that your entry. All right. So this trade now, CAD JPY, I will wait for a retest here. If it closes here and is not higher than this, I will take my sell on this trade, and then I'll be following it. As it is selling, I'm adjusting my stop loss. I feel there on this trade throughout the week. You understand? Well, once I get my entry. So, but the most important thing is how to identify when a trend is broken. This trend now is broken here. Let me get another pair to explain this breakout and retest, and then taking a trade. I think we should be rounding up soon. Now, this is an uptrend. Okay, this is CHEF JPY. I'm picking this low. These are ranging points. These points are okay. These are ranging points. These are, sorry. These are ranging points. These zones are ranging points. You guys should know these are ranging points. So I'm picking the low, the high low here. I'm picking this one, these two, to draw my trend and see where it will cut across. This is it. Then I'll go and analyze. I pray by the next time we join. If this time ends, I will create another class. We'll start another one now, and then I will analyze 2 trades for the week. This is an uptrend. This trend taken from here and here is not yet broken. Now, what if we take another length from here to here, because this is another trend. These are trends again. These are trends again. Okay. These are trends, which is broken here now. It is broken now. So what I will do is wait for a pullback. If the pullback here is not higher than this, you take your sell. If this market comes up like this and closes somewhere here, not above here, you take your sell as a, just as I explained on CAD JPY. You set your stop